sometimes work can become a little bit boring, mundane. This is not one of those moments. So here I am, hiking in the hills surrounding Florence, experiencing nature at its finest. Now, I want to share with you in this episode what I see. The trails are magnificent, the flowers, they're everywhere. The buildings, old, authentic, just great to see. Expat Lifestyle with Bads. Please share, thumbs up, and subscribe if you haven't already. Andiamo, let's go. Hey, I really like this area of Florence, this little pocket. It's beautiful, little stream running by. The feng shui sound of the water there is great. Now, earlier in the year, you may have seen one of my hiking episodes, the first one I put up, and it was really a reconnaissance for this particular area before I brought some groups out. Now, in terms of navigation, I'm presently using the Komoot app. That's Komoot. It's quite beneficial, user-friendly for maps, and it can be used anywhere globally. So you can source any good walking, mountain biking tracks near where you live, and get out there and enjoy nature at its finest. And look, just quietly, you've done the hard yards, got up quite high. The views are just fantastic here. Have a look at this. So I'm on top of the first climb. It's about 520 metres above Florence. You can see Florence in front of me there. I might just try and zoom in a little bit for you. Just a wonderful day here to be out in the hills above this beautiful city of Florence. And look, this particular walk I'm on today, it's a part of a 2-day hike and an overnight stay, is designed by my students, so they've mapped it all out and everything. So my role is supervisor, risk management sort of thing. But I do supervise from a distance. So the students have to be quite independent, a bit of grit, because we're hiking about 18 kilometres today. They carry all of their food, the cooking equipment, tents and so on. So it's a great initiative. It's a great international award, the Duke of Edinburgh International Award, and my students are undertaking the Bronze Award. And there's a step process to silver and gold. Silver requires 3 days of hiking, 2 nights out on their own. Independent, resilience, grit, all those wonderful qualities we want to develop in our young ones. So a long downhill section coming up. What strikes me out here, listen to this. Isn't it wonderful? Birds chirping, and that's it. Now my group, they're in front of me, they're down the trail, they're doing really well, they're independent, working collaboratively together as teams do. What a wonderful experience for them. And look, it's not a bad day of work for me, is it? Just quietly. All right, I better keep moving. Put the kettle on, the water's boiled. Turn that off. What about that? And there's Florence down there. And you always stop and make time for a brew. So it's so quiet up here, except for the birds chirping. Love the cypress pines. And look, just in front, perhaps a fixer-upper for you. Let's check it out, shall we? What about the history here? It'd be great to just dig a little bit, wouldn't it, and find out what's happened here over the generations. This time of year, May in Tuscany, it's just beautiful. Green, birds, the flowers, it's not too hot. Nature at its finest. Expat Lifestyle with Pads. If you enjoyed this episode, please share, thumbs up, and subscribe if you haven't already. I'll see you next episode. Ciao.